Hello all, in our previous video we have seen using sessions how to display the user data. Okay, now here I am having this one. Okay, this entire data is being displayed. Whatever data I am having inside the database, using sessions I have accessed that one and I have displayed here. Here I am having the image and also we have style for this image, and also we have seen this status. Okay, if the status is 0, then I should be getting this not voted in red color, and if status is 1, then I should be getting in green color. Okay, now we are done with displaying the user data. Now we are going to work on this group data. Whatever groups I am having inside the database, that particular group should be displayed here. Okay, so for that, here I am having this one. Now inside this row, okay, inside this row I am having this column 7, and inside this column I have created another row. Inside that I am having the image and this data. Okay, whatever group name I am having and how many votes that group got, I am having this data. Now here I have to access that variables, and using that I have to display the group data. Inside login.php, I have already created the session for groups. You can see here I have already created that one. So I am just going to copy this, and here inside dashboard.php, below this column I am just going to check the condition if is set. Okay, if it's set, I am just going to paste this session. I'll just open this curly braces now. Now before pasting this one, let me just start here PHP. I'll just write here PHP. I'll just close this PHP. I'll just copy this one, and here inside this I'm just going to paste that one. And here I'm just checking if this session variable is set, then I'm just going to access this session. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste, and this entire session I'm just going to store inside one variable called groups. I'll just write here groups. Okay, whatever data I'm having inside this session, I'm storing inside this variable called groups, and from there you can see I have fetched all the data whatever I'm having inside the database. I am fetching all the group data. I am creating one session called groups, and inside that I am assigning this value. Okay, whatever data I'm getting from here, I'm just assigning that value here. Now this session is holding entire data, so here I'm just checking that if this session is set, then whatever value I'm having here, I'm just assigning in this variable. Okay, now maybe I am having multiple groups. Suppose I am having 2 to 4 groups. So for that, each time I have to run this one. So here I am just going to write the loop. I'll just create one variable I is equal to 0, and this loop should be running. Let me just write here I is less than, using this count method, how many groups are there. Let me just copy this one, and here I am going to paste. Okay, it should run each and every time. Each and every time I am just going to increase the value of I here, I plus plus. Okay, initially my value of I will be 0, then it is going to check the condition, how many groups are present. So suppose I am having 3 groups, so 0 is less than 3, yes it is. So it is going to come inside this for loop, and it is going to execute. Okay, whatever I am having here, that will be executed. Now this entire row I am just going to copy. Okay, till here I am just going to copy from here. I'll cut from here, and inside this I am just going to paste that one. Okay, whatever I wrote there, I'm just going to copy from here, and here I have just pasted that one. Now here I'm having this PHP. Now below this one, I'm just going to close this PHP. Let me just close this one. Now below that I'm having this entire row container. Okay, now inside this, how many groups I'm having, that many times it is going to execute this one. Okay, this entire thing will be printed again and again. Now once I am done with this, I have set this one. I am just checking the condition. If my group is set, then I am accessing all this session I am storing inside this variable. Then again I am just running this loop. Okay, now below this, wherever I am having this image, now here I just have to access the image whichever is present inside the database. So my images are present inside uploads folder, and here I am just going to write PHP code. Let me just remove this, and here I am just going to close this one. Now inside this I am just going to echo this, and all the data is stored inside this group variable. Okay, I am just going to copy this groups, and here I am just going to paste that one. And inside this first index I am just going to pass the value of I, because each and every time it is going to run, and the first value, okay, that is nothing but 0. 0th image will be printed. Then again the value of I will be increased, then first image will be printed. So this is how we are going to access, and here I am just going to write the column name photo. I just want to access the photo, so I am writing that one here. Now below this I am just going to come here. I'll just copy this entire PHP code, and here I am just going to paste that one, and also here I am just going to paste that one. Okay, now instead of photo, I just want to access the username, that is whatever group name is present inside the database, I just want to access that one. And here I just want to write the votes. Okay, how many votes this particular group is getting, so I am just going to access that particular votes, and that number of votes I have to display. I'll save this, I'll refresh this one. Okay, now here I'm getting syntax error, unexpected end of file on line 74. Okay, here I think here I have not closed that one. So let me just open here PHP syntax. Okay, because here I am having this closing PHP and here I should be having opening PHP, and here you can see I have opened and closed, and here also I have opened and closed, and let me just check here. Okay, here also I have opened and closed. Okay, so we should be having proper opening and closing PHP tags. I'll just save this one. I'll refresh this. Okay, now you can see here I am having the group image. Whatever group is present inside the database, that group image is been displayed for me, and also the group name is been displayed for me. Okay, now as of now I don't have any words because I have not implemented any button now. You can see here I am having 0 words, but the data whatever I am having inside the database, that is been displayed here. Let me just come here inside voting system, inside user data. You can see I am having only one group, that is nothing but flowers, and that is been displayed for me. Let me just come back, and now here I am just going to register using another group. Here I'll just register using browsers. Mobile number same I am going to give, password 123, confirm password 123, choose file, and I am going to select for browsers. Let me just select browsers, open. I am just going to register as a group. Register, registration successful. Okay. Now I am just going to log in. I'll just come here. I'll refresh my database. It's loading. Now you can see this browser's data is been inserted here. I'm just going to copy this. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm just going to paste. Then mobile, password 123. Then finally I'm just going to log in as a group. I'll just click on login. Now you can see the second group is been displayed for me. Okay, that is nothing but browsers, and inside this group name I'm having browsers, and votes is 0 because I have not voted anything, and here we have to implement the voting button as well. Now before creating button, let me just create the form because the user is going to vote for that one. Now below this HR tag I'm just going to create the form. I'll just create the form, and inside this action I'm just going to write here actions folder, and inside that I'm just going to create voting.php. Okay, in this file we are going to write the logic of coding. Let me just do Control B, and inside this actions folder I'm just going to create voting.php file. Voting.php. I'll just come to dashboard.php. Now inside this form I'm just going to pass this method. Method is equal to post. Okay, using post method I'm just going to access all the values, and also I'm just going to send all the values. Now inside this I'm just going to create 2 input fields. I'll just write here input, and type I'm just going to give here hidden because this value will be hidden. Whenever I click on the voting button, only then the value should be updated. So here I'm just going to give the type hidden, and name I'm just going to give here group votes. Group votes, and inside value I'm just going to write this PHP code. Okay, this entire thing I'm just going to copy, and here inside this I'm just going to paste that one. Okay, because here I have given the hidden, type is equal to hidden, this input field will be hidden. Whenever I click on voting button, only then this will be updated, and whatever value I have given here, that will be given to me. Okay, and this value is nothing but votes, and these votes are getting from the database. Whatever updated value I am having inside the database, that value I will be getting here, and using this value I am just going to display that one. So here I am just writing this one. Then again I am just going to create another input field. I'll just copy the same input field, and here I'm just going to paste. Now inside this name I'm just going to give here group ID. Group ID, and then here I'm just going to give the ID. Okay, these are the column names whatever is present inside the database. I'm just accessing the votes, and also I'm just accessing the ID of which particular group that ID belongs to. I'm just writing here 2 input fields, and for these 2 input fields I have given the type as hidden. Now these input fields will be hidden, and that will not be displayed for me. I'll just save this one. I'll refresh this. Okay, you can see I don't have anything. Okay, no input field is been displayed. Now suppose instead of this type, if I just give here text, I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see this input fields. Okay, for both the groups this input field is present. Okay, now I don't want this input field should be displayed for me. You can see inside this I'm having this 0 value because inside words I'm having this 0. So here I'm getting this value as 0. You can see because of this value I'm getting. Once the value gets updated inside that input field, that value will be stored and that value will be displayed for me. So here I'm just going to give here hidden. Okay, let me just show you here. I'll just give here text, and here also I'm just going to give here text. Okay, now 2 input fields will be displayed for me for both the groups. You can see now here I'm having this 2 and here I'm having this 4, because for this voting system, for this flowers my ID is 2. Let me just come here. You can see for flowers my ID is 2 and for browsers my ID is 4. So whatever I am having inside the database, that is been displayed, and whenever I vote for that one using this ID, this value will be updated, and whatever value I am having here, that will be displayed for me here. Okay, this is how we are going to work with input hidden fields. Now let me just write here hidden. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Okay, now this input fields will not be visible to me, but whatever values are there, using that values we are just going to display that one. Now here below this, let me just open PHP syntax here. I'll just open this PHP, and here I'm just going to close that one. Now inside this PHP, now I'm just going to create the button. So here I'm just going to check for the session. I'll just write here session. Inside this I'm just going to pass this status. If my status, if it is equal to 1, okay, which means that the user has already voted. Okay, and here also we have checked for that one. If my status is equal to 1, then I should be getting voted for the user status. If the status is equal to 0, then I should be getting this not voted. So in the same way I'm just checking for this one, and here I'm just going to create the buttons now. Now inside this, first let me just close this PHP. Whatever I have opened here, I'm just closing that one here. Now below this I'm just going to create the button. I'll just write here button, and for this button I'm just going to give here voted. I'll just close this buttons. I'll save this, and before that let me just write here else condition, and also I'm just going to open here PHP. Now here I'm just going to write else condition, and inside else let me just close PHP, and again I'm just going to copy the button, and here I'm just going to paste that one. Now here I'll just write here vote. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Okay, now here I'm having unexpected error. Okay, again I have not closed that one. Let me just close. Here I will just open PHP. Okay, now it's fine, because here I'm having the closing tag, and here I should open that one. I'll refresh this. Now you can see here I'm having the button. Okay, now for both the groups I have this button vote. Now once I click on vote, this status should be updated to voted, and also whatever value I'm having here inside this one, that should be updated, and also vote should be getting updated. Now as of now I'm having only button. Okay, because here you can see my status is not equal to 1, because my status is equal to 0. So this else part will be printed. Now for this button I'm just going to give some classes. Class I'll just give here BG success. BG success, and also I just want to give some margin from top and bottom. I'm just going to give, and inside this I just want to give here text white. Again I'm just going to copy this. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm just going to paste. Now instead of success, let me just write here danger. I'll save this. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see here I'm having these buttons. Now for these buttons, okay, let me just decrease this one. Let me just write here 3. And also instead of, let me just give some padding as well. Padding I'm just going to give padding x of 3. I'll just copy this padding, and here I'm just going to paste. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Okay, now here I'm having this proper buttons. Now whenever I click on that, okay, now this whatever horizontal rule we are having, I should be getting below this button. So for that, let me just copy this horizontal rule from here. I don't need here. Instead of that, I just want to display here. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Okay, now here I am having this horizontal line. Okay, this is one group and this is the second group. Whenever user click on this vote button, the vote should be getting updated, and also the status should be changed here. Now here, once I have this button, let me just come here. Now for this vote, I'm just going to give the type is equal to submit. Okay, whenever I click on this vote, only then I should be redirected to voting.php file. Inside action, I have already given this path. Now whenever I click on this button, I should be redirected to this particular page. Now inside this, we are going to write the logic for voting. Now suppose if I don't have any group, okay, now suppose if I don't have any group at all inside the database, then here below this form, okay, here we are checking for the condition. Okay, if my group is set, only then I am just going to do all this stuff. If no group is present, then here I am just going to write here else, and inside this I am just going to write this one. Okay, before that, let me just close here PHP, because here I have opened and here I am just closing that one. Now inside this, I am just going to create one div, and for this div I am just going to give the class name as container. Let me just give the proper spelling, container, and inside this I'm just going to create one paragraph, and here I'll just write no groups to display something. I'll save this, and also I'm just going to open here PHP because here I'm having this closing tag. So here I have just opened that one, and here I'm having this closing tag. I'll come here, I'll refresh this one. Now nothing happens, there is no change in the output because already I'm having two groups. Now suppose if these two groups are not present, then I will be getting this message, no groups to display. I'll just come here, I'll just delete this flowers group, and also I'm just going to delete this browsers group. Let me just come to browse. Now again I'm just going to delete this group. Now let me just come back. Now here I'm just going to log in using Khanam123, password 123, voter, login. Okay, as of now you can see we have used session variable. So whatever data we are getting, that data will be stored inside sessions. So even if I delete the groups now let me just come here. I'll refresh this one. You can see these groups are still present. Okay, before that we have to destroy the session variables, only then it is going to delete from here. Okay, so this is how it is going to work. Now here let me just come here, and here I'll be adding some more groups here. I'll just come here, I'll just click on back, I'll just register. Again I'm just going to register using flowers. Then here I'm just going to write the mobile number, password 123. I'll just select the rose image. Okay, instead of rose let me just select another. Okay, this rose I'm just going to select, rose 2. I'll just register as a group. Registration successful. Again I'm just going to register. I'll just write here browsers, mobile number, password 123, confirm password 123. I'll just select the browser's image, group, register, registration successful. I'll just refresh this one. I have deleted ID number 2 and 4, so that will not be there, but inside 5 and 6 you can see two groups are present. I'll just come here, I'll refresh this one. Now here I'm just going to log in using Khanam. I'll just copy this. Here I'm just going to paste. Again I'm just going to write. Here I'm just going to write password, and here I'll just select voter. I'll just click on login. Now you can see here I'm having only flower and browser. Now whatever data I was having here, that is been deleted. Now whatever new data I'm having here, that is been added for me. Okay, flowers and browsers. Now if I just add another group here, let me just register here, and here I'll be register using I'll just register using book, mobile number, password 123, confirm password 123, choose file. Let me select this book, group, register, okay. I'll just log in using Khanam, mobile number 123. I'll just log in as a voter, login. You can see here I'm having this book. Okay, totally 3 groups has been displayed for me. Okay, this is how we are going to work, and this is the user profile, and this is the group profile. Okay, for any one of the group user can vote, and once the status has been updated, here I'll be getting the number of votes, and also here I'll be getting the status. As of now it is not voted. Once I click on this voting button, everything should be updated, and that logic we are going to write inside this voting.php file. And this file I have to create inside actions folder. Here voting.php I have created inside partials folder, but here I have to create inside actions folder. I'm just going to move that one. I'll just move. Now inside actions folder I am having this voting.php file. I'll just come here. I'll refresh this one. Now once I click on this, you can see I am redirected to actions folder. Inside that I am redirected to voting.php file. Okay, now we are going to write the logic on this. Let me just explain you whatever we have done till now. Here I am just checking for the condition. Okay, if my group is set, only then I am just going to access all the values I am storing inside this variable. Then here using this for loop I am just going to run each and every time. Okay, how many groups are present, that many times this code will be executed. Okay, this entire code will be executed. All this, okay, from here this entire diff will be executed, this form will be executed, and also this session will be executed till here. Till here it is going to run each and every time. How many groups are present, that many times this entire thing is going to execute. If group is not present, then this data will be displayed for me. Okay, no groups to display. Then here I am having all these things. Inside this I am just passing this images, and okay, I am just passing this source, then I am just passing this username, then I am just passing this votes. Then finally inside form I am just creating 2 input hidden fields, and for this I am just giving the value. Okay, whatever value I am getting from the database, I am accessing that one, I am storing inside this. Then for these 2 input fields I have given this name attribute, and these attributes are very important, and using this inside voting.php we are going to access whatever value we are getting here. We are just going to access that one, and we will be displaying that. Then here I am just checking the condition. If my status is 1, then I am just creating the button, and for that I am just going to give voted. If my status is not equal to 1, then I am just going to write here vote, and I am just going to give the text color as text danger, and also for this I have given the type is equal to submit. Okay, this is how we are going to work, and this is how we are going to display the user data and group data. Okay, this was our output. Let me just come back, and here I'm just going to write here Khanam, mobile number 123, voter, login. Now you can see all the 3 data, all the 3 groups is been displayed, and also Khanam is been displayed. Okay, that's all for today's tutorial. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.